What's up, everybody? Happy 24-ounce Tuesday. Cheers. Chill a little. Get a beer. Have you a beer, watch a little YouTube. Man, get in where there's no flies. I was looking at the can earlier. I was like, days. Chill days. This is a pretty chill day, now that the day's come to an end. This damn fly, I'm about to... Good to see you all back here. Welcome back. Hope we got you a tall boy, at least. And you know, if you don't, as long as you have 2 cans of beer in your fridge, you got 24 ounces. So, happy Tuesday. I got a surprise in the mail. I'm gonna share that with you here in a second. So, chill, everybody. This package is on my front porch. It was a surprise because I hadn't expected this to come in so soon. I do remember ordering it, but I was seeing where it came from, and it says more flavor. It's from More Flavor, exclamation point. I was like, well, the only thing I order flavor related is beer supplies. So, I'm sure it is what I think it is. It's fun unboxing, isn't it? It's my Pliny the Elder extract kit. A lot of hops in that bag. If you've ever had a Pliny the Elder, which we talked about last 24-ounce Tuesday, if you missed it, go back and watch last week. Still can't find this beer that anyone will ship to Oklahoma. Actually, I found some, and they let me pay for it. Not Russian River, of course, whoever I found this through, some other company. And I noticed the money was back on my debit card like 2 days later. And they said, oh, sorry, Russian River wouldn't let us mail their beer. Because all over this bottle, it just says, do not age. Pliny the Elder is a historical figure. Don't make the beer inside this bottle one. Anytime you're dealing with a lot of hops, like you want your hops to be fresh, they don't want someone to order a Pliny the Elder in Oklahoma, and after it travels 1,500 miles in the heat, some guy takes a drink of it and says, who likes this stuff? Well, if it's fresh, it's good, okay? Cheers. Cheers, everybody. So we're gonna make a fresh Pliny the Elder. And I think the reason I can call it that, even though it won't be the Pliny the Elder, it's from More Beer and Brewmaster Series recipe kit directly from the brewery. Okay, Russian River put their name on the package, or allowed More Beer to put their name on the package. So I have great hope for this. You can either order the LME kit, which is light malt, or it's liquid malt extracts. Okay, so like the syrup. And that would come with 9 pounds of ultralight liquid extract and 8 ounces of light dry extract with some specialty malt. You could get the DME kit, which is what I did. There's more to it than this. I'll get to it in a second. Or you could order the all grain kit. I didn't notice that, The reason I like a good DME kit, we'll go through this box here in a second. The thing about a DME kit is because when you take mashing out of the equation, when you're not mashing in your own grains, you know, say I'm going for a 1058 in an all grain beer, I mash, I don't quite hit that 1058, I come out at 1047 or 1052 or 3 or whatever. It's not going to be the same beer I intended. And I really want to get this Pliny the Elder extract kit as close to a Pliny the Elder as I can, because I don't have great hope that I'm going to find Pliny the Elder this year. I like to have a bottle a year. I mean, it's nice, but I don't know if it's going to happen this year. So we're going to do this. It's the DME kit. Like I said, it comes with 7.5 pounds of light dry extract. Okay, that's more than it sounds like. 7.5 pounds. 3 pounds. 3 more pounds. So 6. 1 pound. 7 pounds of dry malt extract. Plus 6 ounces of crystal. That's in the bag. Those are our specialty grains. I think you can probably see in there. We'll probably have to steep those for a bit. And then along with that, we have light dried malt extract, 8 ounces to add to all this mess. And then maltodextrin, okay? So malt derived sugar. We have 2 4-ounce packets, okay, to drive that, the complex sugar that naturally occurs in beer and is not fermented by most beer yeasts. It adds body, mouthfeel, head retention, and sweetness, okay? So if you're after those things in your beer, you want to add a little more body, which I wouldn't mind doing to some of my beers every now and then. Maybe look into maltodextrin. Okay. So I guess the reason I went with the DME instead of the all grain kit is because I really want a beer that's going to come out as close to the Pliny the Elder as possible. And with grains, you know, maybe I hit the number, maybe I don't hit the number. Either way, it's going to be good. But with DME, I got boiling water. I'm putting all of my grain sugars in there. So chances are I'm really going to hit that number. Unless I get more boil off than I expected, less boil off, okay? But I've got my system honed in pretty well for that. So adding my LME and my maltodextrin, I should hit that number. I'm not going to talk numbers today. Come back on brew day and we'll really dive into this kit and we'll talk about all the different hops that are in it, the hop schedule, all of that. And we'll have a nice relaxed brew day. And I say relaxed because it's not an all grain day. I'm cutting about 3 hours off my brew day. Feels like something like that, 2 or 3 hours, just because I don't have to mash. So that one will be nice. That one will be a fun day, a fun relaxing day out here, just brewing a beer. I hope you guys checked out the kegging video that I posted on Saturday, if you needed to see it. I mean, my honest review is that if you've been kegging for a while, or know how to keg, or don't keg at all and have no interest, you don't need to see the video. If you've never kegged, if you kegged once, maybe a long time ago, and you need a little refresher, sometimes it's good, at least for me, to be able to visualize it, to see someone do it, and then it's easier for me to understand than just like reading about it. So I really relied on YouTube videos when I first started brewing to learn how to do all of this stuff. Yeast starters, cleaning yeast, how to save it, You know, brewing itself, brewing an extract kit. Sometimes seeing someone lay out all the ingredients and go through the process, it's kind of easier to see the big picture and see what you're actually trying to do than trying to follow all of these instructions step by step. So I think YouTube's awesome for home brewing. I think it probably contributed a lot. And also, you know, all the craft breweries that are popping up now did a lot for home brewing, I would think. And maybe home brewing did a lot for the craft beer community, because I know a lot of the craft brewers around here started as home brewers. So it's all the same industry, right? Cheers, everybody. So this coming Saturday, I'm gonna taste the Not Dale's Pale Ale that I made, and I'll have a Dale's, so I'll kind of do a side-by-side review of the Not Dale's, kind of recap what I did to make the Not Dale's, and then taste it with a Dale's side-by-side and give my honest review. And honestly, even though it is a clone recipe, I don't really feel like it has to taste like a Dale's Pale Ale. I mean, brothers aren't twins, right? But you can see some similarities. And I don't really care if it doesn't taste anything like a Dale's Pale Ale. All I want out of it is that it's a good beer, because I got 5 gallons of it in my keg. So if it's a good beer, I'm happy. If it's a bad beer, it really stinks to dump 5 gallons down the yard drain, you know? I've maybe had to do it twice, and I hope I never have to do it again. Rites of passage, the things they say, you know, like that all home brewers talk about. Oh, sooner or later, you know, you're gonna have a drain beer, or you're gonna break a carboy, or this or that, right? Unfortunately, I've experienced a lot of those hang-ups. If you saw my keg video, I got everything attached and my hose leaked, and I had to go to Ace Hardware and buy new hose clamps, and then the leak came from a different part of the connection. So I threw that red hose away and I used my old gas hose for my old keg, and it worked out. So it seems like things always work out. You just have to keep a good attitude as things are going wrong in order to, you know, salvage what you can, and in order to hopefully still come up with a good beer. Okay, so I'll be back on Saturday to taste that, and then hopefully here in the next couple of weeks we'll do a nice easy brew day with the Pliny the Elder, and I'll talk to you about what's in this bag. We'll go over the hops and the specialty grains and all of that good stuff. Cheers, guys and gals. I was looking at some of my little relics around here. I like to talk about them a lot. I have enough. I could probably talk about a different one in each video. I mean, it's kind of fun because all the time we put in, you know, I spend a lot of time out here, and I put a lot of care into the things I do out here. A lot of love goes into it, and we pick up little relics along the way. And I'll give you a good example. I talked about the Not Dale's Pale Ale cutout that I made the first time I made the Not Dale's. So that's kind of, you know, it's part of my history. It's part of the history of the channel. But another thing, so sticker trades are kind of big, but one guy sent me this a couple years ago. For those of you who don't know, that's Thelonious Monk. And the guy wrote on the back, if you're watching this and you sent me this, thank you so much. I know we did a sticker trade. I got your sticker, you got mine. But he signed it Simon, and I don't remember which home brewery that Simon runs. So he said, you know Monkish. I'm assuming he's talking about this Monkish Brewing Co. in Torrance, California. Maybe you know Monkish, maybe you don't. Maybe that's not what he was talking about at all. But he said, you know Monkish, but do you know Monkism? At least I think that says Monkism. It's barely legible anymore. Cheers, Simon. And I've just left it out here in my garage, you know. It's not that I don't cherish it. I mean, look, time does crazy things, right? Going the way of us all. But I mean, yeah, I could have like put it in a little frame. I might put it in a little frame. Put it on the wall out here somewhere. But the reason I left it out here in the garage, out here in my brewery, is because this is where the magic happens. And I like to be surrounded by the stuff that I've collected over the years on my home brewing journey. And every time I see this up there, it's just one more little detail that points me back to the path that shows me how much I've loved home brewing along the way. And that's why I continue to do it. So it's good to surround yourself by, you know, little things that remind you of the passion maybe that you once had for something. Maybe it can help you rekindle your passion. I don't know. But I like my little knickknacks, my little trinkets. I have a few more video ideas that I'm gonna do here pretty soon for the Saturday series, you know, where I actually homebrew and talk more about homebrewing instead of drinking these commercial things. I mean, not that there's anything wrong with them. At least that's my take. What do a lot of people call it? I don't want to piss off Coors Light, so maybe I'll leave it at that. But other ideas for the channel. I wanted to do an easy kit beer. I didn't expect it to be the Pliny the Elder. I mean, the Pliny the Elder idea was kind of independent of that. I wanted to do something like Pliny the Elder and happened to find this on one of my late night internet searches that always tend to lead me to buy something to make beer with. But I've been wanting to make another kit just because they're super easy, and I just want to show people how, not only how easy it can be to make a beer, but how easy it can be to make a good beer. So to take a little weight off my shoulders and, you know, take 2 or 3 hours off the brew day, I wanted to do a kit beer. Didn't anticipate it being the Pliny the Elder. It kind of worked out like that. But I do want to do another kit where I can just kind of kick back and maybe just play music the whole time and not say a damn word. Because I feel like at some point it's hard to do a brewing video without it taking on kind of an instructional quality. And I want to explore different ways of letting you in on my brew day without having to talk about every step. I know there's a reason most people, if you watch a brew day, it's probably to like get something out of it. But back in the day, I used to Google, like I used to search and try to find people's brew days just to watch them brew. Like, it's fun to hang out and have a beer watching someone else brew a beer. And of course they're gonna talk about it, but I don't want it to be so much about the steps. I have old videos where you can find all that information. And of course every beer is gonna be a little bit different, so maybe that really can't be avoided, but maybe I don't always need to remind you to cool your beer rapidly below 90 and 140 degrees Fahrenheit. I think I say that in every single video on this channel. Cheers. Chill. I want to get a small amount of grains and try to do an all grain beer in the house, I think I could mash in the oven. I know it only goes as low as 170, and typically, you know, you're wanting to mash around, I don't know, anywhere from what, like 148 to 156, something like that. They say if you mash too high, you could get some of those tannins in your beer. I'm gonna try to make an all grain beer mashing in the oven, and I might only mash for 30 minutes because one of my buddies was saying most of the conversion happens in the first 30 minutes anyway. I don't know if he's full of shit or if that's correct. I'll do a little bit of research on it. But maybe try to make up a little 1 gallon batch by mashing in the oven. I can put it in the jug, you know, I can use my boil kettle out here, and I don't have to drag out the Robo Brew. We can do it the manual way and come up with 1 gallon instead of 5 gallons. Because if you brew at the rate that I'm starting to brew again, 5 gallon batches add up on you. So I'm gonna play around with some smaller batch stuff. I kid you not, one of the best beers I've ever had was a small batch kit beer from, this is it, I kid you not. See, I keep stuff. I love my relics. This is the very one that I brewed. I've only brewed this once. The chocolate stout from Brewer's Best, 1 gallon kit. Go watch if you want to see the tasting of it. I bottle aged it for a while. I thought the first time I tried it, I didn't let it get fully carbonated. But then I came back and tasted it in my car on a snow day. We were stuck at home. And you'll see the video, I think it's called Bottle Aged Chocolate Stout or something like that. But I'm clearly like in a stocking cap and a Carhartt, and I'm in the car and there's snow on all the windows and nobody can see in, and I'm in a world of my own out there drinking this beer. And I really want to do this beer again, is basically what I was getting at. I gotta find the Brewer's Best Chocolate Stout, 1 gallon, and I'm gonna try to brew this up for the winter, for the holiday season. 1 gallon's not a lot, but I also don't drink a ton of stouts. So getting, you know, 5 or 6 good chocolate stouts, I appreciate every single one of them. So I'm definitely gonna try to find that. And yeah, you know, we'll always check back in on Tuesday, talk about what's going on. Maybe sometimes it'll be more beer related than other times. I spent less time talking about the cycles of life today and more time talking about actual beer, but that's because I got beer mail. Had something exciting to talk about. Cheers, everybody. I hope you all have a great rest of your week. Tuesday's over, so if you don't work weekends, you have Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. It's not too bad. I'll see you on Saturday to try the Not Dale's Pale Ale next to a Dale's. That'll be fun. Looking forward to it. Cheers.